The New York Jets traded up in the 5th round to draft Miami edge Tyler Barron. So let's put on his All-22 and I'll show you why they were excited about his skill set. Let's go. What is going on, everybody? It's Luke here in the Jets film room, and today we're going to break down another of the Jets draft picks, and on this occasion it's Tyler Barron. He's an edge who transferred from Tennessee to Miami. We're going to look at film from both 2023 and 2024, and he really impressed me. Now, he's not the speed, bendy edge rusher, a Brian Burns type. He wins with power and effort. It's not pretty, but it's a skill set the Jets can still utilize, particularly in the 5th round. So let's start there with what he does best. He's kicked inside here for Tennessee. He wears number 9. You're going to see him run this stunt, but the awareness and the effort to work back to the quarterback and go and make the sack outside of his frame. This is a great example of the urgency he plays with on every single down. Now, this isn't a good pass rush move. I like that he has eyes on the quarterback. He sees him stepping up in the pocket, so he spins back to the quarterback and gets to him. It's IQ and it's high intensity play. Look, I'm going to get into some of the rushing ability and moves, but this is really his bread and butter, just going and playing football. The best example I've ever seen on film from a defensive end doing exactly that. Have a look at this play he made for Miami. This is a certain touchdown, but incredible, and I mean incredible athleticism here. The way he makes this play is ridiculous. He is 7, 8 yards from the quarterback here against FSU. Look at him motor him down. High effort, high intensity, hair on fire, and make a ridiculous tackle to save a touchdown. Just an awesome play, and I thought it really personifies who he is. He's going to give you everything he's got. One last example talking about that urgency he plays with, but also Tyler Barron's hands and power. He's got some pop. Right hand side again, going back to his Tennessee days in 2023. Have a look how he shrugs off the tackle, goes straight through the tight end, and gets the sack. Now again, this isn't a pretty pass rush move. I'm not sitting here telling you that he's going to have 15 sacks. I'm just saying that he's got the ability to set an edge, to be physical, and be a presence that the Jets don't have. Michael Clemens is horrendous. They pay him $3 million a year. I would much prefer to see Tyler Barron. Look at the way he stands up the tackle here. Really nice job, shedding, throwing him to the side, and then doing the exact same thing to the tight end. Just plays with effort, and I like that. It's refreshing. Now, as a pass rusher, as I said, he's not flexible through his hips, but he has enough bend. Coming from the right-hand side of your screen against Louisville, I like the hand usage and technique, puts pressure on Shuck, who then eventually gets sacked. In my mind, this pressure causes the sack, and it's because of Tyler Barron. Look what he does with his hands, though. With that right arm, we're going to swipe down on the trail hand of the tackle. He bends his hips just enough to turn the corner and collapses the pocket. A really nice job. This is a play created by Barron. Again, it's not flashy. It's not necessarily that beautiful low bend like someone of the ilk of Abdul Carter has, but it's still a really nice play. But he can also win with a bit of speed to the inside. There's a counter move there for sure for Tyler Barron. Again, right-hand side of your screen. Just has a really nice explosive first step. He plays really quickly. So on top of that effort and hair on fire we talked about, when he's in this 4-point stance or 3-point stance, he gets downhill in a hurry. I mean, I really like the way he accelerates off the outside leg, crosses the tackle's face, a little swim move, and he's got no chance. I thought across the 2 years, there was plenty of good tape for Tyler Barron. Now, it would be remiss of me not to mention, if you want to see the best of Barron, put on the first 2 weeks of this past season. Florida and Florida A&M, he was so dynamic. You saw a little bit more of the bend, but I don't have that film, unfortunately. I searched everywhere for it, couldn't get my hands on it. So enjoy this rep instead. Again, playing more of a 4 technique, so you'd see this more often in an odd front. I just like the ability to put different moves on film. We're going to go for a club rip, work through the contact, doesn't finish, but it's a really nice pass rush move. It's another pressure. You just see he is a really physical player. He only weighs 265 pounds, but I think he plays a little bigger than that. That's why Tennessee kicked him inside over 30% of the snaps in 2023. Really nice ability to work through contact, not just engage the rip and go away. Look how he again collapses the pocket, gets that left hand on the shoulder of the quarterback. He just couldn't quite get the job done. Now transitioning to him as a run defender, because I think he can set the edge at a really high level. So if Jermaine Johnson is slow to get started this season coming off the Achilles, or as I said, they want to cut a Michael Clemens, my mistake, this is a guy who can come in and give you some reps on a rotational basis. I love the way he takes on pulling guards. Great example against Florida. Look how he just lowers his body, his shoulder, and makes the tackle. There is so much going on here. First of all, low man wins at the line of scrimmage, does a nice job avoiding that, but then ducks under the second block and comes through to make the tackle on the running back. This is a high level rep. I thought as a run defender, he could be inconsistent with his guessing, but when he got it right, his ability to take on blocks, to be powerful and heavy-handed, was all over the film. Again, this time, fast forwarding to 2024, have a look from the left-hand side of your screen how Tyler Barron takes on the puller, disengages, and this time bounces to the outside. I thought he was really impressive on these kind of snaps. Again, guys, this is a 5th round player. I am looking at it through the lens of this is your 5th round draft pick. What can the Jets get out of him? Not, look how good this player is. He's incredible. Tyler Barron's the best. They got the steal of the century. I'm not doing that. I'm showing the positives because that's how I want to view this player and through the lens of a day 3 pick. And I think he takes on pulling guards and centers really, really well. But I think to finish the video, I wanted to go back to the power because it really is the dominant force of his game, that urgency and the heavy-handedness. Again, playing more of a 4 technique, head over the tackle. Have a look how Barron just bullies him. The guard has no chance here. Bang! Explosive hands. Talk about bench pressing someone at the line of scrimmage, getting that displacement and forces him all the way back into the running back's lap. This is a fantastic rep. I think it's a good description of his entire skill set. Awesome stuff from Tyler Barron. So there's a little mini breakdown of Barron and some of the areas of his game that I like. I think he can be an edge setter. I like the way he took on pulling guards in the running game. He has heavy hands, and I think he plays with an urgency which is going to get you some sacks. He isn't going to be that first line guy, but as a rotational rusher and edge player, I like Tyler Barron.